chat. Here we go. We have got Nwpo versus Stizzy in the Road to Nwpo versus Mawkzy challenge here. We have Nwpo and Mawkzy playing against the same 10 opponents, looking to get a better record as a way to try and prepare for the big match coming up in Lyon, France in September. Now, we just had Nwpo versus Joreuz. Up until this moment, we have always had these guys play back-to-back. The scheduling is not really allowing for that this time. So we're going to have Nwpo versus Joreuz, then Nwpo versus Stizzy, and then the hopes is to get Mawkzy against those two probably a couple days from now. At some point, obviously, they will have to play since these guys are playing against all the same opponents. So Nwpo, a little bit ahead of schedule, and he's got this burnout boost, which I've never seen anybody use, and it's going to cover our screen. We're not going to be able to see a lot, and I don't know how Nwpo sees much if he's not taking it away. This is a great set of chain dashes, by the way, and an insane read on an angle in order to get his second goal. This is burnout, right? I mean, I actually don't know exactly what the names of all the items are, but I think that's what it is. Stizzy recently played a nice 1v1 tournament. He was over there in Canada playing Ascension Protocol. And I'm pretty sure he's been keeping his ones rank fairly high. When I was looking through who might want to play against Nwpo and Mawkzy as part of these 10 opponents, pretty sure I saw Stizzy up there, maybe even as high as top 10, but no question that he's going to come into a matchup against a guy like Nwpo as the underdog. Stizzy already down 0-3 as he will try and carry the length of the field, and he got away with it. I would not have expected this to be the way that Stizzy was going to score. If we watch from Nwpo POV, is he just planning on that reset getting used so well? Yeah, he got faked. I mean, if you watch from Stizzy POV, he had no choice but to just kind of let it bounce. But again, watching it from Nwpo, I could see why he expected maybe a flip there. It wasn't as easy to tell that Stizzy was going to be forced to let it land away. Nwpo up into an air dribble. Stizzy is able... Oh, nice use of the reset on his way down to the ground. Got a reset and was able to use that to pop it over the top of Nwpo when it felt like it was going to be a free Nwpo possession. Missed flick there. I think that was attempted to be a flip that would pop the ball out forward and get his dribble going. Instead, he missed connection on the ball. Nwpo flick top shelf, and it's 4-1. I like how we just have Sleaze Breeze who could just time out whoever he wants. He gets to basically test out what being a mod is like. It sounds like Nwpo has power slide on at all times, because when he holds down boost, it's like the sound of wheels skidding out. (5-1) for Nwpo. Stizzy gonna win a race to the ball at the midfield to get a seconds. Does seem to be Nwpo's world right now. A situation we were expecting to see ourselves in a ton in these 10 matches, but that's been a bit rarer. Nwpo, big kickoff win, reset over the top of Stizzy, and just a soft enough touch to keep it in. I mean, this is freestyle Nwpo. I feel like everybody who was just watching against Joreuz as well can probably tell the difference. He is moving different all of a sudden, playing like he's in free play. Now that I've seen him play on land and I've seen him bouncing back and forth whenever he's in the zone, I have to imagine that's what he's doing now. Good song came on, I imagine, right before the start of this match. That has him feeling like he's cooking. Nice 360 on the air dribble. Didn't get the bump, so we'll reset. Little Diaz action. And we'll go to the back wall. Is he going to try and finish this one off and actually make a shot out of it? Stizzy just waited it out all the way on the goal line. Might have been the right place. He's got himself a carry and a big boost advantage. Nice cuts. I actually didn't see what happened there because Stizzy pulled his camera away, but looks like Nwpo did clip the save. And now Stizzy off the ceiling. Nwpo cannot react on defense. We watched it from his POV, and it was a tough read. Credit to Stizzy. Great wave dash shots. Stizzy's gonna get a kickoff goal as well. Talked about how in control Nwpo felt. But even just these few goals, even still being down 2, it seems like Stizzy is showing that it's not gonna be simple. Nwpo will have to be careful, and it's another kickoff possession in favor of Stizzy. His aerial game has been strong. He's got Nwpo to miss a few times. Nwpo challenged so early. Nwpo challenged before the kickoff somehow. And is able to stop that air dribble, but still Stizzy in control. Follow-up shots is placed perfectly. Doesn't matter how well you recover. If Stizzy can get it top shelf, Nwpo was getting scored on the follow-up. And that's what he did. You can see Nwpo jumping as early as possible, too, to try and fight against that downward momentum, not put himself too far out of the net. Still didn't matter. Soft touch from Stizzy into the corner. Decided not to make that backflip a half flip, and instead land and readjust later. And then losing control, Nwpo will push it back to 2. Important place to have it here as we approach the final minutes. I like Nwpo's banner. I don't know why I just looked at it for the first time. Gotta look at it again. Seems like a cool one. Stizzy looking for anything out of Nwpo's corner. Not easy to score from there. Nwpo will force him back. And what is going on with Stizzy? Is he going to find a way to score this? He's out ahead of the ball. He's going to get a great reset. He's going to go down to the ground, and he is, in fact, going to score it. This is the kind of improvisation I will never be able to do in a million billion years. I can't imagine that's how he wanted to start his dribble, out ahead of the ball. But no problem. Find a way to score it all the same. Now it's a late kickoff, trying to cheese out the equalizer. Doesn't work. And Nwpo takes it to the back wall and dishes it in. Man of Steel typing Man of Steel as his first chat. You love to see it. Kickoff goal for Nwpo. Bumping Stizzy at the midfield. These two guys vying for control. Stizzy should get it. He needs this, and he needs 2 cheeses of a kickoff, and it's not going to happen. Nwpo goes off the ceiling. Challenges to take it away, and is freestyling now. As he just plays a bit of keep away. Why is no one using the crap Alpha Boost copy? Everyone is advertising it. Sounds like you kind of explained it yourself. Did anyone else listen to the Alpha Boost? I think a lot of stuff has happened since we've last gone live. Did anyone listen to the new Alpha Boost? When I heard the new Alpha Boost and heard like the alien sound or whatever on it, I thought to myself, why did they add that? Well, that's so weird. Turns out that's on the regular Alpha Boost. I did not know that. If you listen to the regular Alpha Boost, because everyone was doing comparisons, turns out the regular Alpha Boost actually has that a little bit as well. It's just the part drowns it out better. You guys know what I'm talking about. How's my Alpha Boost impression? Pretty good. Opposite of ASMR, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I nailed it. That's exactly what Alpha Boost sounds like. But they like pitched it up or something. Ooh, Nwpo's no longer using the burnout boost. He is using the rock and roll boost, or at least that's what it sounds like. Some music trail. Nice demo. This one isn't so bad. Not nearly as offensive as the burnout. It doesn't block your vision, and the sound actually isn't that bad. Little camera check from Nwpo to see if he's going to get bumped maybe as he tries to recover back off of a lost kickoff. Is he going to pass to himself off the ceiling? Gets the reset. Top shelf denied as Nwpo falls off the back wall. Trying to chain some dashing together in order to get a counterattack, but can't get there before the Stizzy recovery. Stizzy actually gets his own boost as well. Can he get a shot on target? He will roll it just barely enough in and tie the game. Does he have 2 presets where the only difference is boost? I mean, he might have just jumped out and he did leave the lobby, so he had to go do something. He might have just changed his boost on this preset. Nwpo using Drally preset. Wait, unless you're talking about this boost, doesn't every player ever use this Fennec? Can we really say it's Drally? Unless Drally is using this boost, I would say no one uses this boost. So if Drally's using this boost, then that'd be a different story. Stizzy is basically using the same exact car, but the orange team version. Nwpo flick. Saved by Stizzy. And Nwpo was maybe hoping for a boost respawn there in the corner, didn't get it. What can Stizzy do with 36 boost this deep? Looks like he can reset the field, go get 100, and go for another attack. Nwpo off the ceiling. Stizzy has not been able to counter this. He's been taking all of his dribbles high, and Nwpo has been able to safely challenge off the ceiling. Stizzy maybe needs to fake once or twice, like he's going to go up high on an air dribble, see if he can get Nwpo all the way to the ceiling and counter that as it stands right now. Nwpo's had it covered. Intentional loss from Nwpo. I think it was a no-jump kickoff, if I can remember 1 millisecond ago. Well, not able to hit these doubles. This is the kind of flow state I was talking about before. You weren't seeing this from him in his previous games, and this is when he looks the best, is when it seems like he's giving himself a challenge to get the highest average speed at the end of the match as well. Whether that's both with his ball touches, slamming to the backboard and going for doubles, or just keeping his car moving at top speed. Stizzy not able to pick up the midfield. Nwpo, what a great 50. I mean, I know he didn't score it or anything like that, but to even keep it around the net after that dribble setup is pretty impressive. Stizzy too much on his flick. Probably trying to search for a top shelf crossbar in kind of situation. Instead went to the backboard. Nwpo will escape to the sidewall and look to make another great play. Stizzy wants to cut it off early. Doesn't want to have to deal with a Nwpo dribble. He did force him to make a much more tame drop down to the ground type shot that he could then save. But Nwpo just playing keep away now. He's taking it to his back half and then switching across the field. Stizzy cannot catch up to him. Now he'll take his air dribble. Stizzy, great save. These guys ring around the rosy right now. Stizzy the one in control. Resets. Wants to go low for a 50. Doesn't get it. And I think this is going to be easily tapped in. So the circle will end with a solid save. It has orange trail. Nwpo pinching it off of Stizzy to the midfield for the 5th. Nwpo pops one up high. Stizzy will elect to use it. First touch reset. Can he get a 50? Oh my goodness. Okay. I was about to give Nwpo so much credit for finding a way to 50 this one out. And I guess he kind of did, kind of didn't. Because he does push it into the post and back into Stizzy. I did change the bot so that it doesn't yell at you. Because whenever the king would activate a command or something, nice little late single jump by Nwpo, the chat just became entirely me responding to people. So now instead you just get timed out. And you're just going to have to learn. Nwpo jumping up and using the single jump to get a strong shot. A little wave dash chip. Can he get a ground pinch to try and shoot this? Looked like he tried to after the 50. Minute left to go. Nwpo has been tough to handle here. Reset double. Stizzy can't stop it. Stizzy's down to go next. I can't control that. I don't have admin with Nwpo lobby. Okay, he just left. That'll do it. Game number 3. Nwpo looking solid here. An air dribble will be denied. He is sticking with... What is this music boost called? I wouldn't know. Accelerado. I like how Sleaze Breeze is forcing everybody to type Accelerado so that I can know. That's just, I would have guessed that. Little bounce dribble from Nwpo to make it 2-0. This is the first time really in this entire competition that we've seen Nwpo play like he normally does. I mean, we see him make almost every single opponent look this way. Barring the absolute best of the best at the very top. Nwpo usually cruises to victory in free play type mode. And he will get a fourth here. 4-0. It's taking him 10 seconds per goal here to open up game number 3. A game that could finish out a sweep. I want to say we saw Nwpo has gotten a sweep. His previous win is one on the... oh, wait, well, not to spoil the games right before this. He has a couple wins now. But before today, his one win was a sweep. I believe it was against Toxic. And he might be going for another here if Stizzy cannot stop the bleeding. Stizzy said go next. Nwpo hopped out, got us into a lobby lightning fast, and then continued the beatdown right where he left off. Surely he doesn't read these. If he does, I could see almost an early forfeit. But Nwpo does miss. Stizzy has to get on the board soon. Not just because it's getting out of hand, but for the mental edge that he would need to have a chance here. He needs to see the ball go in. Nwpo just waited out and forced Stizzy all the way into his half. Stizzy controlling this. And maybe... Ooh, what a great shot. Nwpo's going to drop him a nice one. I wasn't really sure how he could finish this one because the ball was so far ahead. I had thought about maybe the pogo finishing, but I'm not even sure he was close enough for that. And he recognizes the perfect touch is actually just to land down and shoot it straight towards the nets. And he's on the board. He only allowed 5 straight. I think that's crucial if he wants to entertain coming back in this game. Another kickoff win will do great for that as he uses this jump to get to the ceiling quickly and just puts power on the shot to try and beat Nwpo. It didn't work, and now he is tilted in nets. And there it is! GG's! GG's! That speed is not enough to get past Nwpo. He wants out. It's a 3-0 for Mr. Nwpo. And does he have a pogo in him? I dropped a heart. I don't know, bro. For the fans? It's all good. You don't have to. Alright, he's going for it. Oh! Count it. Count it. Wait, this actually looks like what I would do if I had a if I had a pogo. Nwpo needs to practice his pogos, clearly. But he does not need to practice his 1v1, as he will win it in a sweep.